We're paying so much attention to a tiny minority of what the journalist Amanda Ripley calls conflict entrepreneurs, people who stoke conflict on purpose, that we're confusing them with the average.
Oof, so much there. I have I suppose, a mixed relationship to social media. I teach there and I learn there, and I also have to be very discerning in terms of how I interact with it. And you made this point that I've never heard anyone make before, which is that many people feel alone by virtue of the fact that they don't share in this warring nature that they see on social media. It's almost like sometimes I feel like I'm watching a combat sport that I don't feel quite cut out for.
Yeah.
And then when I'm away from it, I feel better. But I, like everybody else, sometimes will get sucked into the highly salient nature of a combat between groups on social media. It's can be very alluring in the worst ways.
Yeah.
This mean world syndrome. What's the inverse of that? The kind world syndrome, I suppose. But attempts at creating those sorts of social media platforms have been made. Things like Blue Sky, which has other aspects to it as well. But and while it may be thriving, I don't know, I haven't checked recently. It seems like people aren't really interested in being on there as much as they are these other platforms. Clearly, the numbers play out that way. Why do you think that is?
Well, we as a species, I think, are characterized by what we would call negativity bias.